Hello? First, no, me. Hello, Fazok. Am I blind? Where's Overworld all? Here. First in chat. Fine. Hello, Calcite the Lion. Hello, Joe Enderman. Oh wow, so you're accidentally watching my stream? Gee, thanks. I feel like I finally have my freedom back. I had so much stuff to do the last couple days that I couldn't do anything I wanted to do. And now I'm back into, or almost back into, I can just do what I want mode. We really need these fast 64 bugs fixed. Let us blend. We will blend today. Hello, Silver Dust. So our goal today is to find shaders for the set. I think I like the rock transition here. It looks pretty cool. Well, the rendering area is really bad. We also wanted some plants added. Dude, I recently started importing some of Badoop's sound effects. Now that the sound engine is completely remade, we can add some sound effects everywhere. And look at this, I love this. It adds so much. You hear it? Probably not. It's a thing you perceive, but don't realize you perceive. But then when I'm here, you can hear it, maybe? The little propeller sound makes it feel so much more alive to me. And same with the windmill. You hear? I don't know what that means. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But you get the idea. Song different though? The song is new. It has the main theme of the game in it now. Any OST wishes for today? Doesn't even look like N64. Yeah, it's pretty high quality. Tropical Freeze OST? Let's do it. Someone commented on my video today asking if I had beef with Pan and Coke and then deleted their comment. I wonder what gave them that impression or why they deleted their comment. Seems extremely sus to me. I stream on both YouTube and Twitch. I think Twitch is better for watching. I don't know, I prefer YouTube for watching actually. But I understand the preference either way. Okay, we have an issue here that we need to blend into the zoo rock here. I guess the blends can happen any way we want. But we should pick something for the top of the mountain here, because this looks horrid. Hello Skyloft. Finals in 3 days. The concept of finals always makes me think someone's still like in high school. No more classes till fall? Wow, that's nice. Of course you can student debt. That's so funny you mentioned that, because my next video is titled Why the N64 was so blurry. And I go over exactly that. I finished grabbing all the assets for the next video. It will soon be uploaded. Are you guys enjoying the bi-weekly upload rate right now? You think it's good the way I'm doing my YouTube channel? Would you prefer me to not upload as much nonsense? Which, okay, maybe you're not perceiving what I upload as nonsense. I am kind of perceiving it as nonsense, but it is what does well on YouTube. I'm working on your homebrew with a Lab Dragon. I can say it's defiantly a lot more difficult than working with R64. I imagine. Well, probably setting up the engine is a lot more difficult, but then after you're past that, I imagine it gets a lot easier. Because you don't have to deal with R64's stupid bullshit. So the light is now not yellow and red anymore. Nope, the bug is still there. Let's check in the Fast64 forum to see if they fixed it. Or if they did anything about it. Nope. I was just told to do something different. As long as the quality is great, what's the problem with more videos? It takes away time from me working on stuff. Like my game. I'd say that's the biggest issue. Hello, Lion Voice. Floating hands, I don't get it. Hello Joe Enderman, welcome back. Hello Asku. Do I like making videos? No, I hate making videos. But it's good money. Is that World Freeze entrance right there, or does that lead to the cave in the hub? This right here is World Freeze entrance. Also, we finally got the first beta test for course 4. It seems the course is on the right track. The tester liked it more than I thought they would, so that's good. There's only one issue with bugs. Obviously, first test there would be bugs. That's one very frustrating bug where I kept getting soft blocked. And the plane mission sucks. So we need to think of something new for the plane mission here. And I discussed this with Biobike already, and I think we have a decent idea to damage control it. You can really schmoove in this game, holy shit. Yeah, unfortunately I am a real human in the real world and I do need to collect money to survive. I know it sucks. I wish I could just say fuck it and only work on my hacks too. Can wrap my head around the idea that this is supposed to be on real hardware, like setup wizard for yeah, it all works on real hardware. I don't think I've used one home there. I think large videos like binge was possible on it without fork if you do heavy loading and culling. I don't know, honestly. There are so many people you're going to meet that are going to just claim it's possible or claim it's not possible with absolutely no knowledge about it, just talking out of their ass. So just don't listen to them. Just try it, I guess. People love talking out of their ass about things they don't understand. Okay guys, my next video is why the N64 was so blurry. And I want to test my talking out of people's ass theory. Why do you guys think the N64 was so blurry? And how sure are you about this? This is important data for the video, so do not feel ashamed to just answer something. So the new Grammy interview, it was quite cool, but mostly the same question from the old interview. True. And the game seems really fun though, Case. Try it sometime, I promise you'll enjoy. When I do an uneducated guess, I always preface it by saying something like I think, or probably, or something like that. I'm too careful to always be objectively correct. Although I don't manage to always be objectively correct, I have to admit. Because of the TVs? Okay. He's like a man with 5 fingers on each end? True. I think they use less than a mass texture resolution frequently, and they used bilinear filtering aggressively. Okay, yeah, this is also true. I actually found 7 different mechanics that lead to blur. It could be on purpose to save performance and look better on CRT. I think PSX games did something like resolution 2. But was the texture cache really an issue? That is kind of a good question. Because I think most people are going to say yes, that is the reason it's so blurry. But then think about it, the PlayStation 1 had like 2 kilobytes of texture cache. And no one's complaining that that one's blurry, so... Is that really a good reason? Are you sure about that? Oh, sure. The scanning on some blurriness was related to anti-aliasing in games combined with lower resolution textures. Yeah. I think anti-aliasing is like an important aspect of it, yes. Because of the limited RAM bus. Well, that's putting it really vague, right? You might as well say the N64 is a blurry because the Big Bang happened, you know? It's not the why we're looking for. Hello, Rocket Man. Have I ever heard of Paint 3D? I have heard of Paint 3D, but I never used it. Did you code your own anti-aliasing for this? No. Anti-aliasing is in hardware. Doing it manually would be so incredibly laggy that you wouldn't be able to play games on the N64. At least I don't see a way to make it any less laggy than that. Yeah, the N64 had a much more stable picture. That's just because I was saying they didn't use the biggest texture and the best texture performance because it's hard to cram it for RAM. Honestly, I have no idea why they didn't use the highest resolutions available at all times. That kind of seems like a crazy oversight to me. Because texture resolution is really cheap. Loading a 32 by 32 texture is like 15 microseconds, and going to 64 by 32 is like 30 microseconds. So you're sacrificing 15 microseconds, which in the grand scheme of things really isn't much. Oversight or cost cutting? Oversight. I don't think drawing a 64 by 32 is much more expensive than drawing a 32 by 32. I just don't see it. Consistency? What do you mean by consistency here? So there's two reasons for the N64's blurriness I see no one talk about. The first one is the N64 hardware de-dithering. That one added a lot of blur. And the second one is the disk space. I think the N64's small disk space was a huge reason of blur. Because without limited disk space, you could, you know, do the thing where you cut the texture into many parts. Hello, Conde Quoi. A better game than Marcy's? Well, I mean, you haven't played the game yet. My game could be complete dog shit that just looks nice, right? I mean, I hope it's not. The genius thing, unfortunately, I have to look up what Z-buffer was. The Z-buffer is just a depth buffer. Yo, did a cat just get assaulted in this song? Did anyone else hear that? There's a cat getting hit in the song. They used the cat getting hit in the song as an instrument. Since I'm pushing more than perfect Dark Warp Engine 2, yes, way more. It's not even comparable. And then the song is going meow meow meow. What is this song? Grassland Roof? Is this level full of cats? Am I just insane? Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. No idea what I had. Actually, it was my YouTube stats as well. You guys don't need to see those. Looks fine to me. I think there should be some kind of hue transition at the top. Did I make the smooth transition between grass and dirt texture? You mean here? This is a decal with Vertex Alpha. It just fades in. A transparent decal, that's what they're called. Yeah, I think they should go like bluish at the top. This song is some Lion King bullshit. What the hell? Why does it keep going to this mode? Simba is born, oh. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze? No, I have not. It would probably be easier to port Co-op Deluxe to this game than the other way around. But people are definitely gonna try to port this to the PC port, and they're going to fail, like they do with all my hacks. Does it make the texture when it's losing opacity using this memory with your method case? No. Hello, Crystal. This level is planned to be put on the recompilation, yes, which is what you are describing the good PC port. I'm gonna tell Wise Guy about this. That just looks stunning. They're alright. They're gonna look a lot better once Fireback has gotten his hands on this. Meow. Meow, he says. Ha! Hey, that seems to work. I told Wise Guy that chat now calls Recomp just the good PC port, and his only response was let's go. Fair enough. This is good propaganda. That's an interesting question that you asked at the size of Dolphin, because I got tired of people asking that question. So I have started... 1 second. Let me get the right link here. This is annoying. Let me open this in an incognito window to see this works. Yes, here we go. Look at this. I put out an RTYI progress tracker. So right here, if you guys really want, I did this yesterday, you can see how far along the game is. So you see like course 1 is 100%, 90, 100, 96, 98, 75, 75, 98, 95, 95, 96, 75, 75. So we're basically done with most stuff. So if you want to track progress in RTYI, you can look at this spreadsheet. Probably gonna start tweeting this out. I'm probably gonna start filling this out regularly. But it should give you a pretty good idea of how far we are. 100% done, not including the next 7 reworks. Yeah. You never know. You know? You don't know what you don't know. So course 4 updated today because I had the first beta test, which puts us at 25%. This is because I presume I need maybe like at most 3 more beta tests, and then soon it will be 100%. How did Baduk make a bunch of PK songs as well? That's interesting. I was not aware of that lore, but that sounds about right to me. We'll get Return to Side before GTA 6, huge. I don't know. When the game could be released? I've just found it for years, so I'm just wondering when the game will release. What? Is this a troll? I'm being trolled? I'm being trolled, right? Just... No, I'm being trolled. There's no way you came here 30 seconds after we discussed that and then asked that question. Would you consider that an impression error? The error with the painting is not that floating points exist or anything like that. The error with the painting is the fact that they use the floating point value like that to keep track of time. When does the game release? Pinning this? Yeah. Here, progress tracker. You can track the progress. You now know that a lot of stuff is getting done, and there's no release date. It's gonna release when it's done, basically. Case the document doesn't say release date. You are going to die tomorrow. Maybe. All environment controls is course 8. No, the course order in that document is not final. Gonna tattoo my name on your muscles? Alright. I mean, I get, like, from an individual perspective, it's like a very innocent thing to ask for a release date and nothing you should feel bad about. But with, like, the mass of people asking that question, it is extremely annoying. But obviously, you as an individual has no fault in this. How about a day it won't be released by? Oh, that's actually not a terrible idea. I thought C3 will get another rework. Possibly? I mean, I consider it finished, like it's in a playable and decent state. But there's a chance BioBack's like, well, I kind of want to make changes again, and then we'll make changes again. And I'm certainly not gonna stop him from improving the game, you know? Rework things will be minor lighting and model adjustments, nothing like the recent C1 rework. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And maybe the floor texture. Yeah, the new combiner is what you would want, I assume. I get it, honestly. I'm not very excited for Nintendo's new game either. Kinda like the desaturated look up here. Yeah, I think that looks cool. So for Begin Nostalgia 64 next Saturday. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I'm not excited for it at all because I'm not gonna play it because I don't like Banjo-Kazooie. I fucked up my cables, sorry guys. What's your take on Switch 2? What do you mean? It's gonna have cool new software and useless new hardware. Please do not wonder why I hold random objects sometimes. I cannot stop touching random objects. It is just a thing I do. I will touch every random object I find. Low quality image of French toast. I do not understand the reference. I mean, I am the N64 man, so obviously I believe that console software was good enough 10 years ago and we didn't need any more upgrades. Anything after that is just expensive garbage hardware. Like, can we just stop and just like explore one hardware? We're gonna get better games, we're gonna get cheaper games, we're gonna get more games. No, not the urchins. I don't like collectathon. No, I just think it's kind of boring. I mean, I haven't played much, but when I played it, I didn't like it very much. So we need a transition to sand here. Interesting graphics, true. So what am I gonna do here? This likely would want a grass edge. Yo, thank you for the 5 USD. So for this guy to drop the workout routine in chat. My workout routine is actually super simple. I have a document here called workouts. Let's see. It's pretty simple. Pull-ups with 61 pounds, calf raises with 113, dips with 41 pounds on day 1. Then squats, triceps, dumbbell curls. Next day bench press. This is the day I'm on right now. So later I'm gonna do shrugs with 323 and lateral raises with 37. And then I do this, and then I just repeat. And then after I'm done with that, after repeating this 6 times, I do this with lighter weight and more reps 6 times. And I just repeat that. It is that simple. Hello, Segwill. True, Calcite. Well, for most games it's true. There are some games that you cannot make without realistic graphics, or that work better with realistic graphics. So I get it in that aspect. I just think we're overdoing it. Graphics is not a one-size-fits-all solution. There isn't just a good to bad graphics slider. There is art style considerations and stuff. And some games, or some game concepts, just happen to work better with an art style that is more expensive to render. Something like GTA, probably. I don't actually know if GTA needs the realistic art style to work, but I imagine it works better with the realistic art style. But this is a random guess, I don't actually know. I'm not too familiar with GTA's design. All Rockstar games is just kinda like do chores, idiot. Yeah, I definitely see that biomac. Minecraft realistic graphics burns my eyes, and the goggles do nothing. Not familiar with that one either. Don't break the illusion from my favorite Rockstar games ever again. Have you ever played Bully? I think Bully is like the best example of it. See, I haven't played much GTA, but I have tried to beat Bully. And playing Bully, I realized like, oh my god, dude, this game is just chores. You guys should not see inefficient development practices as like, man, they didn't optimize it, this game sucks. You should see it as like, okay, they cut a lot of corners to produce this game cheaper. Like maybe it saved the company money, maybe this allowed them to spend that money on other things, in my opinion. Of course, you can also see it as like, okay, this is just a cheaply made game. Yeah, it's a case-by-case basis. When you look at Pokemon, you can definitely just look at it and draw the conclusion like, yeah, this is just a cheaply made game. This is shovelware. Talking about chore games, yep. Bully. Perfect game that is just chores. That's true, Bioback. That will be Game of the Year automatically. Who are all these DMs from? Have you heard about Viscera cleanup detail? You play janitor, levels can take well over 8 hours. I have not. Sounds about like the same gameplay as Bully though. That's Mario Sunshine, true. What's orange is the fact that it's stupidly high minimum required per the amount of graphical quality you get at lowest setting. Yeah, Unreal Engine is a game or an engine that's like... The idea is that you can render really big games, but it also means that it scales well, but like the base is not good. You know what I mean? It's like imagine you have to move from your current home to the middle of Antarctica. The way you can achieve this is you get a car or a boat or a plane and you fly over there. The other way you can achieve this is you build train tracks and you build the infrastructure required to move there. And Unreal Engine is kind of like doing the second, because like, yes, moving one person would be very expensive, but moving 10 people wouldn't be much more expensive. Whereas like you just want to move one person. So when you're doing something cheap, it's like a huge amount of waste. At least that's how I perceived it. I don't know if I'm right about this. I mean, what do I know? I've only been programming in Unreal Engine for 2 years. Has America heard of this? True. True. Do you remember the Unreal Mario 64 channel? He had to delete his channel because he got like banned for impersonating Unreal Engine. It's kind of insane. When I checked it around, I thought quiz 1, 2 and 3 1 done 1% and checked quiz 2 number status. I just hope that you get the bioback rework done as soon as you can, because while I don't have a single idea what the hell blowback is, what I do know is that when reworking something for something else, it's pretty damn important to make sure that everything works. Huh? First of all, blowback is the guy in chat 2 messages below you, or 2 messages above you as well. And then I don't know what the rest of your message means. Bioback is not going to break the game, I hope. I don't even know how he would do that. I should probably decide on this one next. It's a big house level now? No! Okay, Satana, what you might not realize is that Bioback rework is just him updating the graphics. That's like 90% of what he does. He does make some gameplay changes, but they are all very simple to accommodate. Conker being loved universally is still crazy to me. That has to be some like fake gamer girl bullshit. Like, no way people love Conker. Funny because there's piss. That's fucking hilarious, dude. I wanna play the Oblivion remaster at some point. It's gonna delay RTYI another week or two. The game Conker's Bad Fur Day is like a really bad joke that was told in the shape of a game instead of a joke. And the joke is piss and farts. Yes, if Conker's Bad Fur Day has no haters, assume I am dead. Wait. This is Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Mansion
I love this show.
Built in 1887, 5 generations of Farsleys have inhabited this mansion, and an unusual number of them have met their deaths under suspicious circumstances. Bad for them, but good for me. Otherwise, there wouldn't be.
Am I watching this now?
There are over 20 suspicious deaths. So during the tour, why don't you guys stay close by? We wouldn't want to make it 21 tonight, would we? It's just after 10 p.m. This is the adult tour, which means you can drink if you want, and we can say whatever the hell we want.
You can say whatever the hell you want.
Jizz.
Sorry?
Jizz. By cum shot. You can say that because you said we can say whatever the hell we want.
Sure.
Or horse cock.
Yeah, I guess. You know, there are no rules about swearing.
Awesome.
But let's do try and keep the comments and questions related to the ghost tour, okay? Now, if you'll follow me. Now, unfortunately for the wait staff, our 2 most off-sighted ghosts reside here in the dining room, or as we like to call it at the Larbert Oaks Mansion, the dying room.
Any of these little fuckers ever pop out of the fucking wall and say, fuck, there's a horse cock in my room or a donkey dick?
Not to my knowledge.
Got it.
These are the...
Okay, that's all we need. You see it? I'm glad you see the vision. He did keep it Ghosto related, true. Kind of joke gets to my core, I would have paused that scene 4 different times out of cringe. The entire show is like that. Dude, I love I Think You Should Leave. It's such a good show. If you like that kind of thing, you should definitely watch The Office. No. It's completely different. I Think You Should Leave has artistic vision. The Office is creatively, there's no soul in The Office, alright? I'll say it. I Think You Should Leave, that show has soul. The guy has been playing the same character for like 15 years. He is passionate about this. I respect the art. I think you should leave for real. No way, dude. I love the one with the egg video game. Yeah, they're all great. Yeah, what if we made a video game where you had to do chores, and by doing chores you could generate a currency that you could use to buy tools to make your chores go by faster? And the whole game, the whole goal of the game was to make enough progress so that you wouldn't have to play the game anymore. Oh wait, Harvest Moon already exists. Talk shit about Harvest Moon. I'm not talking shit about Harvest Moon. I am accurately representing the game. Just describe most popular games right now. I played the Game Boy Advance Harvest Moon and it was very exhausting and I didn't really find it that fun. But then I remember there was the GameCube Harvest Moon and I always tried to get into it as a kid, but I never could. So I wanted to give it a serious try. I was like, I want to play this no matter what. And online it said, oh wow, the town in this game feels so alive, like you gotta experience this. And then I played it and it's like, no it doesn't, nothing's happening. The NPCs are stagnant for like 15 hours of game time at a time. How does this one feel alive? So I think Harvest Moon just isn't for me. My rawmaking.com bio? What does my bio say? Oh, I see. In my mind with Harvest Moon, but wouldn't that just reduce Minecraft to a game mode requiring diamonds? I think there's a significant difference here in that in Minecraft you create something. In Harvest Moon, I guess you kind of create something, but it's not to the same extent, right? I don't think you can put those two games equal in that matter. Speaking of games like that, what do you think of my stats? Cookie Clicker, playtime 1,800 hours. You just had this run in the background. You didn't actually spend that long on it. There's no way. What do you mean the issue with Minecraft? What's wrong with Minecraft? It's one of Cookie Clicker? Yeah, I know. Dude, that's actually crazy, dude. With the electricity you spent on playing Cookie Clicker, you could have mined 0.01 bitcoins. Maybe 0.0001. What a waste. This could have all gone to bitcoins. Another terrifying statistics. 190 hours, holy shit. I think I have like 3 hours on PL. Oh, that sounds like Super Mario Galaxy 2.2 or some other shit Cowquack made. All of Cowquack's hack is like receiving a lobotomy. It's kind of the point of them. Super Mario Galaxy 2-3, I knew it. Typical Cowquack. There's 465 stars and B3313. Dude, I was saying to Aza I should just make B3314. It would be so easy. We could make the whole game in like 2 weeks. You just shit out a map in like an hour and that's it. So earlier it's been said that a game is just a series of interesting choices. That's why I don't understand the popular of Telltale games, or still just 5 your choices every episode. Game is a series of interesting choices. I'm trying to think of a game that has no interesting choices. But I think saying that interesting choices is what makes a game like valuable as a game is already pretty close to the truth. Pisses me off so. I see, yeah, fair enough. There are movie games? Yeah, there are movie games. I'm also thinking of something like Pokemon Let's Go, which basically has no interesting choices, you just mash the A button. But maybe if you have had a lobotomy, there's more interesting choices. I just haven't had a lobotomy. I have a current experience making fake customs for upcoming secret project that will be a banger, no doubt. Oh, nice. Serene Fusion, Eureka, and Decades Later, have you played them? I have played Serene Fusion, yeah. It was decent. I think I've tried Eureka and I didn't like it much, and I don't like Decades Later. Regardless conclusion, a game where you have the biggest impact on a scenario like Minecraft is only as interesting as yourself. That's also kind of true. Okay, this texture's obviously terrible. Don't like it at all. I think it's a chalk pot that's bad. Suppose yeah, it's a complex competitive game, but the main game, the one everyone plays, is as brain dead as peanut. That's true. Well, most JRPGs are pretty brain dead, right? And people don't like complex JRPGs. They want to just like press highest damage move until you are low HP and then press heal. At least that was my perception of people. Brody has irreparably damaged TSMC ranking scene. He has definitely had a lot of influence over the art style of many hackers. And it is an art style I don't like. What do you mean, what did he do this time? Brody has not had any controversies ever. Brody, it's like the... Actually, never mind. Never mind. He has had controversies. But like, no public ones. No, nothing anyone was actually upset about. There's no Brody drama. He hasn't done anything. He just wants an answer that isn't for the player but for a viewer of a player. What? Makes no sense to me, what you just said. Kind of like the rocky look of this. Yeah, the trees is definitely one thing that gets me too. Oh my god, how are so many people pinging me? True. The old ass Brody references. I think that's a little better, but still not great. One second, I gotta leave an annotation to my video. There's many hacks to do and I hate it for myself is the cap indicators and the 6 out of 8 red coins. Dude, yes. The 6 out of 8 red coins is like... Who's forcing you to put red coins in there? Like, if you don't want to do it, like, just don't put a red coin star, bro. Like, come on, man. Why are you acting like why are you damage controlling something that you didn't even need to put there? Come on, man. The long-term AI generate numbers and objects in the game will improve games greatly. The AI will compass a fair play style. Well, there is the idea that an AI or an LLM maybe even could become a sort of game master the same way that D&D already works. But I am not allowed to say this publicly because if I do, then people that hate AI are going to tell me I'm a bad person. But I do think there's potential there. I think it could be cool. Well, like, you know how as a kid when you play GTA, you just like activate cheats and fuck around? Imagine that, but with like a game master to like make it so that all kinds of fuckery you do actually like has an appropriate response by the game. And of course you can say, oh well, why don't programmers just program 2 billion different cases for every type of behavior you would do in? But obviously that is not realistic. Say, and each double entrance, how many yellow, blue, and red coins are in the stage? Everyone else is doing it. Your votes are public though? No! No way! Did I just speak in public about something? It's so over. Ha! Oh. Set and refer was off. I probably send Dino. I mean, I'm sure you could make a really bad one that fits on an N64. Right, the problem is that, like, to make a good one, you need a huge scale. Actually, what if we made them like really deep here? I think that could look pretty cool. But only where the water actually is. Time to knuckle up. I'm in a deep cut. Ba, 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 ba. I'm actually writing a video as I speak. No! The downfall of Kesa Manual. No! You're gonna make up stuff about me as well. Did someone get Scalenio in on this? It would run, it just would be really, really laggy. Okay, this type of rock looks awful when I do it like that. Can't really do it. I worked with Case, he's a sociopath. Someone get that guy on here. What happened to that guy anyway? The Mr. Beast sociopath guy. Did he get called out for like being an idiot and then just disappeared forever? That's the last stuff I heard. We need a fully AI generated expose video in this case. That's what Scalenio did. Scalenio did AI generate the video. So what you're asking for already exists. Crazily enough. And the video was as bad as you're imagining it right now. Mr. Beans had his goons assassinate him. He got shut down hardcore. Uh-oh. I do not know vintage story now. Every time you hear voxel game, you already know they're like just copying Minecraft. Well, I guess in the current day, I can see people actually just being passionate about Minecraft and like trying to copy it because of that, rather than being like, oh yeah, this will get me cash. But back in the day, like for sure, every time you heard like voxel game, it was like, okay, I want money. I'm making this for the money. Yeah, but it's not too far-fetched. I think he did shut down. I don't know, wasn't there something stupid he did and then people stopped taking him serious and he just stopped? What is his name? Duck? Duck 404, something like that? Dogpack 404. He just stopped uploading 9 months ago. He has 650,000 subs and he just stopped uploading? Come on, man. There's so many people preying on Mr. Beast's downfall and you're just dropping it like that? Come on. You could have generated generational clout. Your children could have been famous, dude. He got pregnant. Oh. Mr. Beast had him taken away. This is a chill song. It's kind of cool. Kind of like it. Ah, seam? How? How's there seam? They beast him to death. Humans can your eyes is making college of beings and life for broccoli waffle iron. It will turn in orange of work based on your scale recognition. I mean, I agree with you that that's also how humans work. Like, no doubt. I think people do not like the idea that they as humans are not special. And that's like the crux of the issue. How's there... How can there be a seam? By Zelda? What is Hightail? How long have you known Bioback for? Probably since you started Mario 64 hacking, right? It must have been like 8-9 years. Started hacking 2014. Oh, so yeah, 10 years probably since we've known each other. But obviously not as long as we've worked together. It's flipped. This whole side is flipped, that's why it doesn't work. There we go. And they claim that will dehumanize us. That may be true, but also personalized non-human. If a cyclic universe is correct, just throw that gigantic assumption in there. But no, I am also agreeing with you that there's like no ethical good reason that you should be eating animals or whatever. I mean, it is just what it is, right? It's an inconvenient truth. Ethics are only respected as long as they're convenient enough. This is how people behave, and it is something you have to deal with. What is this? Hightail? Oh, it's Minecraft. Is this like open world Minecraft with like the game not being building stuff, but rather like there's a story going on, like in Zelda games or whatever. Minecraft would actually be such a banger game to make like an adventure game out of. With all the stuff that's in there. Imagine you just take mining away from people, and now the only way they can, you know, make progress is by like finding chests and like unlocking stuff. Kind of all you need to make a banger game. Did I see the Minecraft movie? I have not. It was supposed to be the Minecraft killer? Oh no. I'm sure that one worked out well. People love when you kill their favorite game. And or depressed over the state of Unreal, you should watch it. Ah, I'm good. It's a children's movie, right? Like, just let children be. Is it rage bait to say that the Minecraft is like a children's movie? I feel like some people would get really upset over that. Same way if you like called Pokemon like a children game. She told me the kids are screaming chicken jockey like 10 times an hour during class. I was playing Left 4 Dead 2 days ago, and the children were also screaming chicken jockey every 10 minutes, except they were grown men. It was kind of funny though. Are these humans awareness? Yes, of course. Can all acknowledge that we're hypocrites rather than trying to justify abnormal acts as normal? No, people can never. I think you're completely right, but people would never admit to that. Can you see if I have an error A2006 you can't find with the sampling? Nope. Never heard of that. God, I have all these bug bites on my face. Undefined symbol. I don't know what that means. In assembly, you don't really... I never dealt with the symbols in assembly. My assembly was all pure RAM addresses. No symbols. Just the good shit. I'm surprised you learn assembly. Aren't you like doing game development? I thought. Assembly seems like very far away from game development. Or is this like an elective class? You're doing comp sign now? Oh, I see. You graduated with game design, and I guess it's difficult to get a job with just game design. Fair enough. You're absolutely right, Arland. But, and this is the way I view it, I think morality like that should not be pushed onto the individual. That's some big oil conspiracy to me. I think morality and ethics like that should be part of law. Because as an individual, you are too depersonalized from that. You're too far away. It doesn't matter to you that much as an individual. If it doesn't exist on like a law level, then the impact you do from making better personal choices or more ethical personal choices is not going to significantly change the world, I think. It's not gonna improve the world you live in by more than you make your own life worse by sticking to these strict rules. I guess that's the way to put it. This is kind of your job as a game designer, right? You wanna design the rules in a way where acting in a way that it will be fun for every person in the game is encouraged. Or pleasurable, or you know, whatever the right word for this is. Hello, Lumales. You're just too lazy to find a job? Honestly, as long as you can just live, you know, while studying, then that's perfectly fine. The idea of just studying forever is kinda sick. I think a lot of people would love to do that. It's like how owners eat the rich, but they think they're poor. Well, what you're describing will probably never exist, so... And it's also something that people would never agree on. There's many ways to improve the world that people will never agree on, right? Is the beach already done? The beach here? Yes. We didn't program anything yet, but we have the base shaders done. So now we're moving on to part 2. Which is this part here. I don't know if this is like a viable visual for this. Or if this looks poopy. I think it looks poopy. Looks bad, thank you. So you guys been so long, I've watched the entirety of Lost after starting and before finishing. You watched Hunter x Hunter yet? You should watch that. Wait, Lost or Hunter x Hunter? Which one? Oh, Hunter x Hunter. Got it, got it. Lost is not anime. Ah. I hate that the island is perfect octagon. It's not gonna be a perfect octagon for very long. I don't think it's possible to make an impartial anything. There's always going to be one person arguing that this is biased in a certain way. What does impartial even mean? I love asking what things mean. It's my favorite thing to do. We're gonna be stuck here for the next 15 minutes. You're all gonna be stun locked. This Mario shirt, I completely forgot I was wearing this. Do you think Nintendo could DMCA my stream for wearing a Mario shirt? You would send me a motor to shoot me? Possibly. You paid money for this? I paid money for Mario 64. That didn't stop him. Can let's play Mario? Ah, not everyone can let's play Mario. I don't know if I could let's play Mario. If I had Mario let's plays, I'm pretty sure they would have been taken down by now. I missed the prank invasion YouTube era. Hey guys, I'm here at Venice Beach and it's mommy makeout day. Peak content. It looks kind of nice. Pecan is getting this mod you're working on, but the release trailer and game is just Rickroll. Oh no. I don't think there would be grass inside the cave entrance. True. That's why the grass is going to be fading out here. Don't make fun of my music, I'm going to cry. All your textures ready for the custom textures? A mix. They believe because they do so not because they've been logically convinced mostly, rather they believe things out of emotional reasons when they... I think there's a lot of rational reasons to believe some conspiracies. There's a lot of conspiracies I believe, anyway, that I have like no emotional stake in. Can I say that rock texture looks bad in engine? I hope it's changed before final release. Sure, no trouble. There's a good chance it will, because after all, this is before the bioback rework. So anything you see is still subject to change. Being said, I'm not sure which rock texture you're talking about. This music sounds like a car with bad brakes running into some trash cans. Okay, you guys hate my music. Well, of course, there's a lot of stupid conspiracies people believe in, like Flat Earth. I believe in the Flat Earth conspiracy, as in I believe that Flat Earth theory as a whole is a conspiracy. It was... people were made to believe... stupid people were made to believe into it, to make it seem as though believing in conspiracies altogether means you are insanely stupid, like a Flat Earther would be. This is my conspiracy. And I guess one thing about conspiracy theorists is also they always 100% believe their conspiracy to be true. The belief I just add that I'm like 60% sure it's true. I 60% believe that Flat Earth conspiracy theory is a conspiracy theory. This is The Fae by Ymir. Yeah, I agree, that's a weird shift that needs some more colors. Sabio looking still good. Also, yes, then the theory is becoming more and more true every year. Demons are real though, true. If demons aren't real, who pooped my pants last night? Checkmate. Oh, so my conspiracy is already confirmed. That makes it so much better, like instantly. It's way better. Funniest conspiracy is last Thursdayism. The idea that the world was created last Thursday. I mean, you can never disprove it. But it's also a theory that doesn't explain anything, so it's kind of like a stupid theory to even consider. I think the color is great, and for sure the wrong rock type for a volcanic island. Oh, I see. Yeah, we can still swap it out. Do you like the stripes though? I like the stripes a lot. This is... okay, fine, we're listening to this now. What a stupid song. I'm skipping this one. Yeah, the delay is pretty atrocious. Nothing I can do about it. The Earth is hollow, though, true. I believe in Velociraptor-shaped Earth. Maybe we should find a new rock texture. We have the rock expert in chat right now. Like, this would be the time to do it. I don't know, molten metal doesn't sound very hollow to me. But I guess that's just semantics. AI slop song? Wait, what? Maybe the texture of the Redux class? Blender. Like music that we played Rocket League? Maybe? I always play games with music off like that. I do not Yuko Yukuku. Alright, since the rock expert is here, let's take a look at rock textures, see what we can do. Who's pinging me again? Okay, what if we Google volcanic rock? Let's see. Oh, these are lava rocks, but that's not what we're looking for, right? We're looking for volcano. We need to make notes of the rock requirements because I'm not gonna have the rock expert on hands. Hello, I'm your cat. Preschool Disco would go hard with the song. True. Yeah, I don't really get it. I guess this looks more like a volcano. The final build should work on EverDrive. I do plan on figuring out why the EverDrive crashes. I mean, I can't 100% promise it, but I am feeling fairly confident that I can fix it. This texture is not seamless. The problem, Erland, is that that's gonna take over too much of the island in that sad hue, and I don't want that either. What is this texture? Why is there like a not seamless texture like this? I'm looking at it. Now I'm curious. It's everywhere. How is it seamless? Why is it seamless? Am I stupid? Oh, okay. It's not awful, right? But it also doesn't feel right. This feels more like a pile of boulders. Is this more like it? Is this volcanic rock? The flammable flashball to clone card. Usually it is possible to do that, but when I do that, when I let people make flashable ROMs, which by the way it's very difficult to prevent people from making flashable ROMs, but if I don't prevent people from doing that, then people are going to make bootlegs of my game and sell them. There's actually an entire industry for that. There's probably, I bet my ROMX probably made over $1 million at this point through rework cartridges. The problem is, I'm a little scared that Nintendo's going to murder me for that, when I have nothing to do with it. Looks like ass. Try Gale, no, 01, E0. This one? That's gotta be awful. Blah. Yo, thank you for the $5. Requesting Become God by Ghost Data be added to the rave playlist. That's a good one. Alright, we can listen to that soon. But this one's a banger too. We listen to this one first. Oh my god, fine, I'll look at that one too. 3830. Oh no, this one's awful. You know, if you press A, L, B, Z, B, A, L, Z, and abandon options from something cool happens. Really? You could have known that. Dry ground. I see. I see what you mean now. This one feels like it has potential, but let me take a look. That looks a lot more volcanic, doesn't it? I mean, of course the texture looks at the range, but like, the idea of it kind of works. Yo, where's our rock expert? I need to know from our rock expert, is this acceptable? His name was Nobu something. And Boulder crushed the rock expert? No! Well, let's take a look in-game after all our work here. For lava we need Dome Tendo, the lava expert. Going to post in Discord? Alright. What is a good resource for rock texture? Rocktextures.com. Wait, I never showcased this. What do you guys think of this here? This mechanic? Wait, where can I actually showcase this without the game crashing? Oily Boily Bay maybe? You see the icon in the bottom left? Cutscene skip. Long way streaming? I'm not sure. Defines, adds to and cleans up the terrain. I mean, your idea of a futuristic AI sounds exactly like another person that can help you in all digital matters. So in a way, of course, it's like that. What button do you hold? Any button. Except the power button. Yeah, I kinda like this texture. Let's see. The clays are going to have clear horizontal lines. These come from the different layers being deposited over time. The grass is growing up to cover it at a certain slope. Okay. So the grass is covering part. I think we have some of that. But let me take a better look. 1 second, I wanna fix the UV map here first. This UV map is garbage. Anyway. So, horizontal layers. Okay, horizontal layers sounds like a cool idea. Grass is growing to cover at certain angles. Of course, we have grass here. I was kind of thinking maybe some grass up here. Anyway, how use AI to make RTY a better video that talks about the improved algorithms? I'm not sure how AI factors into this. Anyway, become God Ghost data as requested. Okay. I do like your idea though. Well, it's kind of what we have here with these, right? Okay, I guess there's another component to it where it's like the actual rock is more like rocky, less chunky, more grainy. 1 million, Mr. Beast. Bang a song. Ah! What the fuck was that? I will agree that this looks a lot more volcanic to me. Well, black-gray is kinda... is not very Mario-like. So I think I have to draw the line there. Like, I can't make it black-gray. Well, now we have horizontal stripes, but this looks kind of horrendous. Sisyphus? He would kind of fit, yeah. To stay true to Mario than realism, also true. Are you gonna use volcanic rock, no sedimentary rock? I don't know what that means. I am not as much of a rock expert as Jeff. Wave rock is interesting. This is... Okay, let's try that. This kind of looks like the images you guys are showing me. Something like that, what we were thinking. Okay. So the lava has plants growing out of it. Interesting. This seems more like layered rock. I guess if we really want this to be good, what we need is this to fade into a different texture, like up here, to become more bouldery, right? Kind of like this rock here. Only have virgin stripes at places where there was a crack. It should be rare and thin for active volcanoes like this. Cliffs are going to have clear horizontal lines, discover different layers being deposited over time. I'm not sure what you mean. If that's not what you were looking for. Just make a cliff flat at the top and put some grass there. Yeah, well, if you put grass there, it's gonna look reachable. So I'm a little worried about making that happen. I think this texture here has potential though as a replacement for this one here. If we make this a little more contrasty. Yeah, I kind of like that. You're doing geothermal rock analysis, meanwhile my rigs are mostly, oh, finally a texture that doesn't look like shit. Cliffs are flat at the top normally. Yes. You know what, maybe it is the right move to say, fuck the rocky parts, we're putting grass on top. What if we just cut these off like halfway and made it grass there? Yeah, I think that's the right play. We just shorten all of this. Like so, and then there's going to be grass on top. And then we can just make it so that you can't reach it. I think this is the right decision. It's gonna look a lot more friendly, which is important for Yoshi's Island. When it flows, it covers whatever rock is there. When it comes, it erodes part of it into dirt. Then when the next layer of lava comes on top, you get the horizontal lines. Ah, I see. Well, okay, so that does explain this part. It doesn't really explain this part here, or this part, this side. So I guess the stripy part should only be on the left side, and the right side needs one without the stripes. Because this is a different rock altogether, because there was no lava here, right? The volcano is only on the right side. Oops. Outside walls, volcanic. Then a new one, outside walls, volcanic. Not volcanic. And then we take this one here and replace it for something less volcano looking. Maybe not that one, but you get the idea. Definitely also not that one. Let's try the rescale combiner. Well, I think we all get the idea. So we have one volcanic side and one normal side, and then we need to make the colors mostly equal. I think that the left side looked good with the previous texture. Okay, well, I still want the same like base rock layer, but yeah. I think this area is fine. Definitely needs some decals around here. And then this side here should be all non-volcanic rock as well. So I guess I have to cut it off here and here. That works for me. Okay. Yeah, then obviously I need to make the colors equal, but I think the idea works. So right now you have to decide how active you want the volcano. It could maybe erupt and cover some of the island with lava and have cool over time. It only erupts once, and it's like for kind of story reasons. What ideas went through your head when voice acting for Chaos Case Edition? Not much. Did you find a way to fix the lighthouse? Nope, this is a FAST64 bug. They need to fix the program. I can't do much right now. Anyway, I'm feeling done for right now. I think we made some good progress. The middle area looks like something now. We got volcanic rock. We gotta still make the transitions not suck, but that should be no issue. We can do that some other time. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.